Hello again guys, and welcome again to another episode of our intermediate guide. This is episode number 3 I think, and in this episode we are going to learn more stuff and more amazing stuff. So let's get started right away. Let's select this layer here and let's go right to the bottom of our Photoshop here, and you will see this icon here with this black circle in the middle. This is the mask, and if you click on this one we are going to create a mask. Let's go ahead and do it directly so you can see for yourself. Let me select this layer 1 here, this layer icon, this green that you created before, and I will click on mask, and you will see this weight board here appeared next to my layer. And by now you have noticed this, all the adjustment layer we created before, they all have those weight board here, right? They are, all of them, they are masks. So let me just delete this mask here. And how we can delete a mask? You click on the mask and drag it to this delete icon here. It will pop this error here. It will say you apply mask to layer before removing. You click just delete and it will delete the layer. Now let's manipulate one of these masks we already have in our picture, shall we? So before I do this, I will delete those 3 top one here. I will just leave those 2 here. I want to manipulate this mask here. Let me select this mask and look closely guys with me here. If I click on this icon here, you can see this little rectangle here we have. It's highlighting what we are selecting right now. And so if I double click, we are manipulating the adjustment hue in saturation. But if I click on the mask, you will see that right now we are manipulating the mask. We are not manipulating this hue in saturation but the mask, and you can already notice it changed the property here. We will not be using this one here. I will just hide it. I will click on my mask here and I will get back to my document and switch back to my brush tool. I will click B and I'm using my brush tool. This is really amazing guys. Look closely what will happen. I'm using my brush tool right now, and we have 2 colors here. We have this black and white color. I will keep it black for now, and I will draw in the picture with this black color. I'm drawing in the picture and selecting this mask here and drawing on my picture just like this. And you can see that I'm showing my what do you see? I'm deleting, right? It looks like I'm deleting this filter from my picture. And if you look inside my mask here, we have this black area in the middle here. This shows us what are our layer here affecting on the pictures below them. Let me explain as simple as I can. Remember when I told you before, when we created this layer here, when we were using just half of them, I told you that when we make an effect, it's affecting the whole layer, right? But since we have transparent pixels, they are just nothing happening to them, right? Because anything x0, it's equal to 0. This is the same here. This mask layer here is going to hide stuff from our layers. It's deleting them, but they are not deleted, they are just hidden. So this is our mask, and we are trying to hide all this area from my saturation in the hue layer. And for this, as you can see, I'm showing myself here like this. If I click from this black color and turn it into a white one, look what will happen. We are bringing back our mask. I'm using if you hear any sound, it's just my my pen. I'm using the pen to draw here, and as you can see, I'm bringing back all this stuff, and you can see in the mask here, it just changed from this black area in the middle into this white one here. And this is basically how you use mask in Photoshop. Let me just make this color back to black like this, and you can just make yourself shown up in the picture like this. Now I want to show you really a quick tip here. We've seen before how to use the quick selection tool, right? And if you are really been watching our episodes, I told you before that people using photo manipulation use those tools and combine them, right? So let me hit Command Z here to just undo these movements. I will select me in this layer. I will select this layer here, and I will press W key. It's for the wand magic tool, right guys? And here we have this magic wand tool, and I'm interested in using just the quick selection tool, this one here, and I will hide all those layers for now, and I will try to select myself. As you can see, I'm selecting just myself in this picture, my face here. I will just do my face in my hands for this top. Let's do this. Let's keep this selection like this, and I will show those one here. I will select my mask here. I will switch back to my brush tool, and I will now draw again as before. And what I told you guys before, when we create and mark an area, we can only draw inside of it, right? And so right now I'm painting with the black one here. It means I'm hiding these from my mask, and I'm doing this only for the area I just selected. Let me hit Command D to deselect this area, and looks what we have here. This is really cool guys, right? And of course we can even manipulate this picture. Let me just click on my picture. I will switch back to my brush tool, switch back to the white color. I will just select this color here, and let's make this one into white one. Sorry, I selected the wrong one. I will make this like this, and we can bring those one here and make them just like this. As you can see, I'm turning this into something like this. We can even make the shirt look yellow too. As you can see, I'm just doing this for now just like this, and I told you and I showed you how we can make a selection to this and manipulate them as we want, right? So I'm just doing this like this right now, as easy as I can. I will make it just like this, and as you can see here guys, we have these colors. Now you will notice we have some problems. We have a lot of problems for now, like in this area here, but I'm just showing you an example on how to use them. We can of course easily manipulate them by creating a new layer. I mean, we can make a new quick selection, select only the t-shirt, right, and make this looks better. But for this purpose, I'm just showing you guys how to do this as quickly as possible. So this is how you use them. As you can see, I'm hiding my face and my hands from my picture, and we already have a yellow picture here. And now we can click on this hue in saturation, and I can switch it however I want, and it's not affecting my face in my hand, it's just affecting those layers here. This is really cool guys. Oh, those are some faults here. Let's go back to make it looks like this, something like this, and maybe make it looks green, yellow, golden, whatever you want guys. It's up to you, and make your picture looks however you want. It's really cool guys how you can use this mask. This is basically how you can use the mask here. And of course we can even select this layer here, create a new mask, right, and do the same. I will switch back to my magic wand tool. I will select my layer, and I will just select my face here. I will select my hands here, and we can switch back to my green layer here, switch back to my brush tool. Let's make the brush size bigger like this, and we can make it like this, and we are just drawing like this, and I'm showing my hands. That looks let's say, what's this color? Pink? I have no idea what is this color. But as you can see, we are already manipulating how these pictures looks like. And of course, you are going to need to be precise, right? So you are going to need to zoom in your pictures and paint those areas here to correct your errors. But for now, I'm not focusing on them. I'm just showing you how to use them as quickly as possible. This is how we can use these mask layers here, and of course you can add more masks and manipulate them however you want. It's up to you guys. I'm just showing you as quickly as we can use them. And basically this is how to manipulate your layers in Photoshop by combining them, by using masks, by using adjustment layers, by switching the blending option of your layers. And yes, you can do this of course for those adjustment layers too, because those blending option here, they apply to all type of layers. Okay, this is of course an adjustment layer. So if we click this layer here and we make this from normal to multiply, it will make our picture multiply like this, and we make it let's say hard like this, we make it subtract like this. It's really up to you guys to make it however you want. It's really up to you guys to make whatever you want with these layers. You can manipulate them, do whatever you want. Practice, try to do this by yourself. Try to take a picture of you, put it here in in Photoshop and try to use this magic wand tool. Select yourself from the picture, make your colors looks better and stuff like this, make a new background, try to manipulate it, try to use those hue and saturation color, make those levels, etc., stuff like this, and create something and send it to me in Twitter. You can send it to my Twitter or just use the tag Cheerfuldev on Twitter and share your pictures there, and I will see them and see what you created. I hope you did enjoy this episode, guys, and the next episode we are going to see more stuff. I hope you are motivated now. This is not boring like the first tutorials, right guys? I hope you like what we do now. Subscribe if you didn't sub for now, hit the like button if you like what we do, and see you guys in the next episode. Love you.